If your partner's ever told you, hey, I love you, but I'm not in love with you, or hey, I'm just not attracted to you anymore, or that love and feeling just isn't there anymore, it usually means the death of a relationship for a lot of people. It doesn't have to, all right? We usually feel like when someone says that to us, it's devastating because we're like, oh my gosh, it's over. They don't feel that way about us anymore. And the reason why we feel that way is because we have no idea what we did to get them in the first place. I mean, we did the best we knew how. We were nice, we were sweet, maybe we opened car doors, and so we got lucky. It's why we call it magic, right? And then all of a sudden the magic is gone and we think the relationship is over. Well, that is not the case, my friends. That's the good news that I have for you. It just simply is, you don't know what you did in the first place, and now you have to be someone who can put those components in intentionally. All right, so what does it look like to create those things intentionally? Let's talk about it. Here's what actually created your relationship. I'm demystifying the whole thing. And we're gonna take the magic out of relationships so we can put more magic in, if you will. And that magic, guys, comes from what we call D.O.S.E. Dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, endorphins, all right? So dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, endorphins are the happy hormones that are released when you and I feel in love, right? So think about it. There you are, you're in a relationship, you just meet somebody and you feel that initial burst of dopamine. It feels good, you feel it in your stomach. You remember that, right? You feel that feeling, and then you're spending more time together and they're triggering happy hormones in you and you're triggering happy hormones in them. You feel like the butterflies in your stomach. That's all happy hormones. And then one day, guess what? They do it so consistently and reliably that you don't even have to be around them. One day you're at the office, one day you're doing something else and you think about them and you feel those butterflies in your stomach. You feel that good feeling, and that's when you say, my God, I'm in love, right? That is the magic of a relationship. Now, here's what I want to tell you. You could actually trigger those things in your partner. And why don't you feel them right now? It's not because something's broken, it's because you stopped triggering them the way that you did in the beginning. We got to get you back to triggering those things the way that you did in the beginning, that had your partner say over and over again, yeah, I think I love this person. I'm so lucky. I feel good around this person. That's what we got to get you back to. And there are things that you can do. Literally, over the last 60 or 70 years, literally, it's been around for a long time, there have been studies that have proven that we can trigger happy hormones and that we can now have those happy hormones be attributed to us. And there are only things that we have to do. So again, dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, endorphins. Now your job is, if you want to have a relationship work, you want to make it easy, is to be able to trigger those happy hormones in your partner over and over again. All right, let's talk about a couple things that you could do. How about that? All right, so for instance, if I want to trigger dopamine in my partner, guess what? Simple little things, just by triggering that and being around our partners, it actually begins to attribute that thing to us. So when we go to dinner with our partner and we have a nice steak dinner, isn't that great? And something as simple as that. Sex, always a big one. You wanna have your relationship work? Sex, dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, endorphins is triggering everything. Oxytocin, if you just touch, anytime you're able to touch someone, touch your partner specifically, then that triggers oxytocin in your partner. Anytime that they need you and you show up, that is a big oxytocin booster. Serotonin, anytime you make them look good or feel good, they are naturally going to have a burst of serotonin. Interesting fact is that a relationship where there is an affair partner, where there's someone who goes somewhere else, it generally is a serotonin deficiency because they don't feel special in their relationship, right? And then lastly is endorphins. Endorphins are, you're with someone, you make them laugh, endorphin rush. Or you can go for a walk or go for a hike. Those actually release those happy hormones as well. All right, so guys, D.O.S.E is a game changer for relationships. All of us throughout all of our lives, guys, are all trying to do the same thing. We're trying to get more of that happy hormone fix, right? And we're trying to move away from anything that stresses us out. And so that by itself is a game changer for relationships. And in a nutshell, how you can have any relationship work. If you want to know more, then just hit the subscribe button. I got your back. Talk to you soon.